Malignant is a movie that I have quite the bit of a story to talk about this one. So I recently got a new job and it requires for me to wake up super early. So I've been getting up earlier leading up to that, and I woke up super early on the day of watching this movie. This movie is produced and directed by James Wan of the Saw, Insidious, and Conjuring series, as well as other films. He also didn't write this movie though. The story is by him, but it's written by someone else. He produced and directed and just did the story. Someone else wrote the screenplay. So I was really tired going into this movie, and I wasn't sure how long it was, but this movie almost made me fall asleep for the first, let's say, 30 minutes. The movie's very slow. It's about Madison. She is a pregnant housewife, I guess, with an abusive husband. And after a fight, she kicks him to the couch, and he gets attacked by an entity. And she's not sure what's going on, but she's being haunted by something because she has no memory of anything that happened to her before she was 8 years old. And she got adopted by another family, so she's got an adopted sister who takes care of her after this tragedy of losing her husband. And then she starts finding this sort of vision thing where she can sort of witness, has a psychic connection with the entity, and it begins killing people from her past. So it's a really interesting mystery with some horror elements, but it was really slow to begin. And I almost fell asleep a couple times. But then something happens, and it's a really great action sequence, a chase, which sort of sets the twists the story a little bit, and it keeps going. And I really like the way the movie keeps you guessing. You sort of think it's going to be one thing, and then it's not, and then it does it more. And the last 30 minutes will blow you away. Terrifying stuff. Great direction from James Wan. I noticed that he's using all of his collective skills that he's learned over the years since his Saw movies. He only did like the first one, I think, but he's done action with Death Sentence and Aquaman and the Fast and Furious 7. So you're getting a little bit more in terms of cool camera work. There's like this cool shot of like above Madison as she's walking throughout her house, and there's a lot of cool like following shots, very homage to the Evil Dead trilogy. And the really cool thing is that the movie's very understated. I didn't recognize any of the cast, really. There's no famous names. They're all kind of like nobodies. But they did a decent job. And they sort of, there's some really on-the-nose dialogue to begin, like, I'm your sister and stuff like that. But as the movie goes on, you get more attached to the characters. They get better development. And then stuff that doesn't seem to make sense definitely gets addressed. So the screenplay is a lot more tight than you think it is. And it just keeps unraveling like a cool, twisted little corkscrew that just keeps going and going. And then the last 30 minutes will blow you away. Don't look into anything about this film. Don't read any reviews. If you like horror films, just watch it, and I think you'll have a good time. So I give Malignant a 7.5 out of 10.